All right, we are back in business. Welcome to Sunday Night Charge with Jim of All Trades. Got my internet connections all fixed. We're ready to rock tonight. Hope you guys are well. Let me know you can see the video and audio sounds good. And we'll get started, guys. I am a trader on the Bitcoin market. I used to trade the Forex quite a bit. Don't trade it as much anymore, but I know quite a bit about the Forex. You need some information about that. Would love to help you out. If you got any charts you want to see on the Forex, don't forget to let me know. But guys, not here to give you financial advice. I'm just going to show you how I look at the market from an Elliott wave perspective. I am an Elliott waver. And I'm a rational Elliott waver, guys. So we're going to talk about the bullish and the bear scenarios of Bitcoin. Where's it going? What's it doing? What's the wave structure saying to us? But hey, listen, we're going to give you some ideas. We're going to show you what the wave structure looks like, what it might look like. But I don't know where price is going. No one does. No one knows exactly. I just know what the wave structure looks like and what it might be saying to us as far as where price might be headed. So with that said, I'm going to give you some rational TA here, guys. No bear boys and no bull boys. Just some rational technical analysis. Okay. All right. Let me know you're here in the chat. I hope everybody's well. Good to see you, Durgam. Good to see you, Crypto Fever Jay. I hope you're well. Looks like on my end I got an excellent connection, and looks like we've got 16 viewers. Let me know that you're here. Somebody speak up in the chat. Would love to hear from you. And say hello. Tell me where you're from, where you are coming from. Let me make sure I got audio, video here. Yeah, I got my mic. It's rocking. So looks good on my end. I haven't heard from anybody in the chat though. So let me know. Give it somebody a chance to respond here. Anyone? Bueller, anyone? I had some connection issues a minute ago, so I hope that didn't mess anybody up. Getting a bit of a pump at the moment on Bitcoin. We'll look at that pump and look what that wave structure is telling us. But until then, let me see if anyone's here. Anyone here? Hello. Well, this is odd. I'm not seeing the chat here. I'm not seeing anybody. I'm gonna refresh the screen. Something's wrong with my chat. It's got to be. There it is. I wasn't seeing any new chatting. Audio is good. There it is. Got it all now. Okay. So for some reason it wasn't coming up on my screen. There it is. I see you now. Okay. Excellent. Screen refreshed. Hey, Venezuela. What's up, man? Welcome. Hola. I hope all things are well. Dave the Sage. Mueller. It's Bueller, man. It's Bueller. Okay. I found you guys. What's up, Funk the Freak? I love that name. That's awesome. You go down in the category of some of the coolest names there. Hey, Sean. Aloha, man. You moved to Maui. Yeah, time difference sucks. Well, good to see you, Sean. What's up, Hugo? Steven, how you doing? You doing okay? Daniel L., good to see you. All right, I'm well. Just making sure the chat's good. Sean Stedman, are we going to crash to zero? I don't know that we're ever going to crash to zero. I don't know what the future holds. It is possible that Bitcoin as we know it, I mean, you got to know that every asset, I'm trying to get my chair to stop squeaking. I don't know how it works. How does my chair work? Click. Oh, there it goes. Got it clicked in. You got to know that every asset has the possibility of going to zero. You got to know that. So, yeah. I mean, shoot, crypto as we know it may change over the next decade. something may happen. And Bitcoin, I don't know if Bitcoin is going to die or any. I don't know if anything's going to die, but it's possible. You just got to know that what you can't see the future, and the future that you see isn't necessarily the future that will be. Man, I sound like Kamala Harris. The future that you see doesn't necessarily mean it'll be the future that will be. But maybe Bitcoin can move on unburdened by the past. Anyway, point being, guys, you got to know that when you're trading anything, you have to know the possibilities that your asset can go to zero. Something could happen. And everything could die, okay? And there may be a crypto 2.0 getting ready to be rolled out, and Bitcoin will become obsolete along with everything in this stage one of the crypto universe. All the crap coins die, all the assets get shifted over to new assets in crypto 2.0. I don't think blockchain is going to die in any way. I think that's the technology of the future. But it doesn't mean that the current crypto coins as we see it will be here forever. So you have to be allowed. You have to be allow yourself to understand the possibility that current assets could die off, giving way to a new wave of assets or a new wave of crypto that become actually functional. Okay. The crypto of the community is the crypto of the community. I love it. Hey, let's have some fun. Put your favorite Kamala Harris pretend quotes in the chat. What would Kamala say about crypto? How would she say it? Lee Berger, how about them Commanders, brother? 4-1. It's been great to watch them the past several weeks. That Jalen Daniels, excuse me. He's quite the guy. I like him. I when I first saw him, I got to be honest with you, I judged him. He just looked like a little skinny little guy who just wasn't going to do much. I didn't believe, and I was just like, But man, he performed so well. I'm really pleased with him as a Redskins fan. He's looking good. Thanks for mentioning them. Anyway, how many of you guys are football fans out there? Anybody? Anyone? Bueller? Anyway, all right. So let's get into the live tonight. Is Bitcoin going to dump? Is it going to continue? We're going to look at that wave structure, what you would expect to see, and when you can abandon that notion or idea. When you might abandon that notion or idea that crypto is going to continue to dump and embrace a bullish count on Bitcoin. But before I get started, let's go to the 3-day chart. Let's just get an overview very quickly of, this feels so good, guys. My my internet is working. Oh man, you don't know how bad it was last week. I couldn't move around on the chart at all. All right, so looking at this, we have I'll be honest with you. I'm always honest with you. I'm never dishonest with you at all. I don't have any reason to be. Because I'm not a shiller. I don't shill anything. But this is a very bullish looking wave right now. But I'm going to show you when it turns bearish, okay? But right now there's a bullishness to it, and you always have to be careful. You always have to be skeptical of bullish looks, because what it looks like to the eye is what everybody sees in the market, and often the market makers will give us a look to a particular on the particular chart and then do the very opposite thing that you would expect to see. So there's a certain bullishness that I see on the chart, but we're going to talk about some bearish things to watch out for. But first, let's just dive into the bullish analysis here. If we're bullish, if Bitcoin's bullish, and if Bitcoin's heading up to 100K or higher, my projection, by the way, if we go straight up from here, my projection is more like 145. Okay, I'm thinking about a 145 range is a better scenario to 150. Okay, could be as low as 120, 125. And wick up to 135 to 145. By the time you hit 100,000, a $10,000 swing in Bitcoin is not going to be that big of a percentage of Bitcoin move. Okay, so let's just talk about the bearishness, and then I'll show you the bullishness. Excuse me. Let's talk about the bullishness of what it looks like on the chart, and then we'll talk about the bearishness. Okay. So it looks bullish because basically what you've got going on here is a potential 5-wave move where you've got a 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're looking for the 5th wave, and the 5th wave I would expect, because we haven't gotten any extension in any of the waves here. There's no extension here. Okay, and usually there's an extension of one of the waves. For instance, right here, if you look at this wave right here, this is 1, 2, an extended third, 4 kind of came deep, and then 5. That's one way to look at that wave bullishly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you've got the extension in the third. Okay. Now you don't have to have an extension in any wave, but usually with crypto, there is an extension in one of the waves, and this is giving rise to what looks to be a potential extension in the 5th wave. Okay. If we zoom back in just a little bit to January of or February of 2019, the beginning of 2019, this wave right here, for instance, is looking very similar to what we've got going on right now. It's just what's happening right now is a much bigger fractal of it, where you have a 1, 2 off the bottom, then you have this 3, 4, okay, and there's nothing extended there, and then all of a sudden, boom, and we really didn't get an extension of the 5th. It's really just a nice shaped impulse, okay, where the 5th wave just goes straight up and then it crashes, boom, okay. Now it didn't crash. It took a long time for that to go down, no doubt. Price action took quite a while on that, a good year, a year's time to go down like that, okay. But nevertheless, that's the shape of a wave, okay, of a wave that we ordinarily see. So I would not be surprised to see 1, 2, 3, 4, and now the shape of the wave, it really needs to start picking up some steam here and going almost parabolically straight up, okay. That's the expectation of what I would see when I talk about wave structure or wave shape, if I'm thinking bullishly about this current wave. Okay, so that is the bullish take. I would expect this to go pretty parabolic up to this trend line, and if it goes fairly parabolic over the next month or two of price action, you know, towards the November into December, it could be very fast up here for October, towards the end of October. No, I'm sorry, let me see. Just drawing that, what I've got there takes us into May of next year. So what I've got drawn here takes us into March, April, May of next year. Just that price action right there, just doing that. So that's fairly palatable and possible there. So you got to expect that as a possibility. So what you've got then in wave structure, as you zoom in just a little bit, then is you've got a 1, 2 off the bottom, and now we're getting ready to go. This is a 3-wave pullback that just happened, and we're actually getting ready to impulse and continue up. It's actually looking quite bullish, in my opinion. On the 12-hour chart, on the daily chart, you've got hidden bullish divergence, and not so much on the daily, but on the 12-hour and lower, you've got hidden bull from this wave to this wave. Right there, that's exaggerated bullish divergence right there. So we could start seeing a wave that wants to pop up and out of here, wants to start going and getting out of here and start getting some steam. That wave that I just drew right there, that takes us into the end of to the rest of October. So looking at this time frame, we could get some kind of wave that plays like this until the election, right? And then who knows what happens at the election. Now, I don't know if that's going to happen, but that's a bullish look at this wave, okay? So we count this. Let's go ahead and build this wave from a structure standpoint and say, okay, what would it be? Where would it be going? What would be the target zone? Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to pull the FIB extensions here. We're going to call this wave 1 right here, and we're going to call this a flat wave 2, okay? We got a flat in wave 2. Boom, 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 right there, okay? So there's a 1, 2. That's the way I'm counting it. So with this large, this is a very large construction, okay? And so that large of a construction, I would expect wave 3 to get up here to the 3618, no problem. Even the 4 or the 5618 extension, okay, no problem. Especially if this, if what has just formed is another 1-2 of the third wave, okay, 3, 4, 5, okay, and that's not even a good. I would actually expect it to see up here. Boom, and there's your third wave. There's just wave. That's just wave. That's just wave 3, okay, of 3. So then we're building it like this. We're building the wave 1, 2. There's 3, 4, 5. Okay, so easily with this size of a construction, a $150,000 target is super plausible and not impossible. Okay, so for you bulls out there, there you go. Okay, there it is. Okay, let's zoom out and just draw this from another perspective here. Let's project it. No, what did I just do? Yeah, okay, there we go. Sorry, guys. Let's project it from another way here. Let's go back to the 3-day chart. Let's project it from the 1 to 3, pulling from the 4, and see what kind of extensions we get there. Okay, and let's pull that extension here. Boom. All right, the 1-to-1 extension. Oh, hang on. There we go. The 1-to-1 extension of 1 to 3, pulling from the bottom of 4, projected 4, puts us at 107. The 1618, and this is where I get my 145 target, my 140 to 1. It's really 143.7, right, to be exact. But it's going to wick up to 145, even to 150, maybe, round number. 149.9. It might just get short of it. But basically, we'd count this wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, and there would be an extension in the 5th to get us up there. Boom. So there's a possibility there, guys. There's your bullish look. All right, and then what you've got then in the larger scheme of things is you've got some kind of a leading wave, a leading diagonal, which basically is just push 1, push 2, push 3, and then we should be set up for a multi-year bear market that brings us down back to real support. The real, I talk about this every week, okay? The real price support of Bitcoin, okay? There's a range of real price support. But the heavy support, I'm going to show you two different levels, okay? First off, let's highlight this level right here, okay? So what we're noticing from wave structure is the top of this wave and the bottom of that wave right there. And this zone right here, and then you have this price action right in here that was support. That is where real price support is, okay? So that zone is going to be somewhere between 18,000 and 32,000. That is a nice support zone for Bitcoin to fall back to. But it would take many years. I would say 3 to 4 or 5 years for it to navigate back that deep, maybe. Okay. The second and the really strongest price support of Bitcoin, the strongest area of support, of price support, and crypto is known to retrace, guys. All after big bullish runs, it's known to retrace all the way back down to the lowest level of support. Okay, and I know people don't think that this can happen or will happen, but if Bitcoin is the ultimate crap coin, okay, if Bitcoin is the ultimate crap coin, and that there is a case for that, where Bitcoin is serving a purpose to get people to embrace digital assets, but it's going to die and give way to something new and better and bigger that's coming that you don't know about, that you're not aware of yet, or that's not been released yet, or something to that effect. So that's a way we could get. If that happens, we could come all the way back down here, okay, to real price support, or its original price area of between, I would say, between $4,000 and $10,000. Okay, that is the ultimate price support of Bitcoin. Am I saying price is definitely going down there? No, I'm not saying that. I don't know if the scenario on your screen that I've drawn out for you is actually going to play. I don't know that. But it is common wave structure that we're used to seeing. Now, are the charts usually as clean as I've drawn it? No, not at all. And so I don't know that if it's reasonable to expect that this will happen. But who knows? Hey, Milton, you don't have to be upset about 4K. You just have to be willing to take your dang profit when price gets up to 100,000 to 150,000. You're going to have to take your profit on your Bitcoin. Don't be stupid and hold it thinking it's going to go to $1 million or 200,000. You just can't. You just can't keep holding on. Guys, you're going to have to understand something about trading. We have this saying in our Discord, take your damn profit, okay? Because if you don't, the market will take it from you, all right? You're going to have to learn to say to yourself, there's always another trade. I can enter into another trade, okay? But until you take profit, that money is not yours. You haven't made any money. And then you also... yeah, great statement, Sean. Don't idolize your Bitcoin. You're gonna have to be willing to let it go, and you can't believe that the market is only gonna go up, up, up. You can see that the market doesn't go up, up, up. It goes up, down, up, down, up, down. Okay. So if you want to have some training in Elliott wave theory, that'll help you understand the nature of wave structure. And it's good to know Elliott wave, guys. I've got a free course on my channel. If you go look up my my free course, it's old, but it's still relevant. It's an old course, but it's free. If you want a more recent, but it's kind of old too. It's like 2 years old now. The other one's like 5 years old. But all the information is compact and relevant. You can learn Elliott wave structure if you haven't learned it. You can come into the Discord and have that course for a one-time. All you got to do is come in and you can have all access to all the videos. And if you're done, you can leave the Discord or you can stay around for the community and be a part of the community. But the information's out there. 1 month in Jim's Discord is $40. So it's worth it. Right, I give daily analysis, daily updates on the Elliott wave theory of the Elliott wave structures that we're seeing with projections of up and down of where I'm thinking price is going. You get a daily video, and there's a community of traders. Kimosabi's in there, as well as Seth is in there, and they post their ideas, and we've got a fella and that's XRP Brandon. I don't know if you're watching, but he posts his ideas a lot, and just these are very valuable people to the Discord, and there's a bunch of you in the Discord watching, and I love you too, and you're valuable to me. All right, anyway, so let's move on. So here's your bullish look. Okay, this is a bullish scenario that could play out. Am I advocating for this account? Nah. But I'll tell you what, the chart looks pretty stinking bullish right now, and this scenario that I've drawn out for you is plausible. Okay, it's possible. Okay, all right. So let's move on now to a couple other counts that aren't quite as bullish as this. That might be more. They're bullish, but they're fake outs. Okay, so let's talk about that, about some other bullish counts here. Instead of an extended fifth wave an extended fifth that just takes us up and out of here to 100K pretty fast, okay, we could get some kind of a quick wave where this kind of comes up here, takes this level out, and then comes down. Okay, finds real support down here at 20 to 30K in this zone right there. And that could be, now here you go, this is interesting, okay? That could be the beginning of a very bullish count that we find real support down here somewhere, and then we shoot up. Okay, you say, what would that count be? Well, we're going to say this is 1, 2, right down here. 3, 4, with an extended fifth. And now what we're in is a wave 2. So this is a big 1 wave. This is a wave 2. Coming down to real support. Boom. Up we go. So that's a count that I haven't shared much on. And it's possible, but I'm not sure I'm convinced of it. But it is possible. And that's another bullish count. But what that gives us is a move to the upside, takes the low, takes this, okay? And then this becomes a flat. Okay? That becomes a flat. An expanded flat. And then we go to the moon after that. Okay? Milton, I don't operate like that. I analyze the wave structure and show you what we could be seeing. Okay, and then we can't predict the future. Timing and wave structure is all we look at here. Timing is a little bit of a different story, right? How does wave structure work with the geopolitical landscape? That's an interesting story. But right now we are looking bullish, and there's a real possibility this year we break the all-time high. There's a possibility, but you got to stick around for the bearish ideas. Okay, you can't. I'm starting with bullish ideas, but we're going to move to bearish ideas, and you have to understand that there are possibilities for both wave structures. And right now we're in limbo as to where Bitcoin is going to go. Okay, so it's up or down. It's always up or down. I know a lot of people sarcastically say, "Well, up or down, good TA, Jim." It's absolutely fantastic TA. If all I'm giving you is my bullish reasoning, oh yeah, we're only bullish, and here we go, we're going, and I'm only making the case. I could make it, guys. I could get y'all so bullish right now. I could totally vamp this video so that you are completely bullish, right? But I'm not here to shill Bitcoin. I don't even invest in Bitcoin. I only trade it. All right. In fact, I'm not even trading Bitcoin right now. I'm trading Ethereum. So my point is that you have to be balanced. You have to say, okay, there is a real bullish wave structure here, and there are bullish signals in the RSI right now as well. The bullish signals. Let me just show you here. We have broken structure on the 3-day. We've broken up. If I move this to here, we've broken up, found support in the RSI. So the momentum has shifted to the upside. It has broken the moving average and is shifting to the upside. Okay, all we need is a higher high close on the RSI, buddy, and that'll pretty much seal the deal on a 3-day candle. Okay, for that to be really, really bullish. This has a possibility of breaking back down again. So we have to watch, because this is a real possibility right there. What I just drew is possible. Okay, so I'm not here to say it's going definitely up. I'm just saying that right now there's some bullish signals, but it doesn't mean that it's definitely going up. Okay, so anyway, I offered a secondary count here, guys, that says, hey, there's a possibility of a 1. 1, 2. Oh, come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then extended fifth. And what's interesting about that count is that in the fifth wave, you have an extended fifth. You got an extension in the fifth of the fifth. So here you go. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So that's a consideration. It's a possibility that I think you should really consider. So if that's the case, if that's the wave structure, this could be then. There could be a couple things going on here. This is what we're seeing right here is corrective. Okay. So what else could it be? Well, this could be 5 waves of a leading diag. So that could be a leading diagonal. And what you're seeing right now is a 3-wave pullback. I'm expecting this to come up here. I'm expecting this to pump up and out of here. Probably to come up and take this level out at least and retest the high. Could even take the high out. I'm kind of expecting a pump up and out. But I'm watching out for, okay, a dump right after that. Now, it's not going to happen. That dump's not going to happen in a day. You can see that what I've drawn up here to the top, okay, that takes us into the end of October. All right? What I've just drawn here takes us into the end of October. All right? And then we could see a dump after the election. So this could be part of a 3-wave move back to this 3-day moving average or even lower, taking it out. Finding real support, the real price support is right here. 39.40K. Secondary real support is right here. 24 to 28K in that range. Those are areas of support that we could see this come back on. And then back up. What's up, Seth? You like that count? Is that a good Seth count? I wonder, are you caught up with us, Seth? Are you live with us, or are you watching the review? I wonder if you're watching the review. You'll catch up and you'll see this shortly if you're watching the review. All right. Oh, you like this one, Steven? That's not a bad count. That's not bad. It's totally plausible. It's totally possible. And that gives us support, and we can draw a support line right here. Right there. And there's a really nice support line right here. There you go. That's a nice one right there. So that's confluent with this with this price support here. Yeah, but you know how, Steven, you know how they're gonna bring it down. They're gonna bring it down in such a way that you're like, I ain't buying that. It's going to zero. Everybody's gonna think it's going to zero, guys. When the next time Bitcoin comes down, it's gonna come down so hard and fast. Everybody's gonna believe it's going to zero. I'm just saying that's what it's gonna do that. Mark my words. I said it this 6th of October. 2024. I said it here. You heard it here first. So, all right. So there's another count. Now let's talk about some more bearish counts here. I start again. If you're just tuning in and you're live with us, I spent the first part of the live stream dealing with the bullish concept and the bullish idea. Now we're talking about bearish possibilities. Okay. All right, so and we'll get to the micro analysis very shortly here, guys. For those of you trading this area, another idea I'm not liking as much anymore, but it's possible. I just don't like it as much because of the wave structure I'm seeing, and that's this being an A, B, and a C wave. In which case, this was a 3-way. This was A, B, C to there. And now we're getting ABC back down to real support. Any of those support areas I've drawn before. We could get a running flat, or we could get an expanded flat that comes down back down to 4,000 or so, and then up we go. Okay. So yeah, Stephen, you're not quite live with me. So if you want to have a live conversation, zoom up, come up to full live. Make sure you push the bar up to live. Because you're lagging about 2 or 3 minutes in your comments. So, but would love to chat with you. I think you are. I believe. So anyway, here's another possibility. where you got three waves up, now you got 3 waves down, and we'd be looking for 5 waves. That we'd be looking for maybe 5 waves back, or just another 3 wave move to take us back up, right? And that would be a big old WXY formation or whatever. Yeah, okay, sorry, man. It just felt like your comments were lagging. So that's a possibility. That means that this wave will be 5 waves to the downside. That means we have a major dump between now and the next year or so. So that means what this wave structure is a big 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So this is a leading diagonal with a 3-way pullback. Okay. Now, if that's the case, if that's the count, this pullback right here cannot break the high. Okay. So this high can't be broken. The all-time high can't be broken if this is the right count. That means that all-time high needs to hold. It can come all the way up even with it, but it cannot go past it if Elliott wave, if you're going to apply Elliott wave. So down we go. Okay, and so we come up here, retest. Right now, have we retested the... Yeah, right now we're sitting at the 618. That's why we got the dump that we got. This dump here. We got the 618 dump. But now we're coming up and retesting. We're going to look at this in the micro here in just a minute. Question is this going to come up here to the 786 or even to the 90% retrace? I think is real possible. Okay. You're watching it. You're watching it 2 times the speed, Seth. Yeah, you're very close to real time, buddy. You're probably caught up by now, or you're almost catching up. So anyway, leading diag, 3-way pullback, and that's your 1-2. And if that happens, guys, this third wave is going to be so fast and so furious to the downside. Okay, we'll go up here. There's no guarantee we come up here. By the way, we've already hit the 618 retrace. We have a 3-wave shape. There's no guarantees we're going up there. But if I had to bet on it, my guess is we retest this area, go to the 786 or even the 90, and then we dump. Okay, they're going to make it look like this thing is going. They're going to break some trend lines. Okay, they're not going to make it so easy that this just goes down from here. I just know that. I don't know anything, but you understand. They're going to take that trend line that I just drew right there. They're going to break it, take it up to the 90%. They're going to pretend like they're going up. It's going to be so convincing it's going up, and then boom, they're going to dump it, and they're going to dump it hard. It's not going to give us a nice wave structure. That's just a 1-2. It might start out very short, like a 3-wave pullback, and it might look very 3-wave-ish, and then all of a sudden, boom, just going down. Down. That's a guess of mine. So I'm thinking we get some pump action between now and the election, and then something happens after the election, maybe or we pump a lot faster than I expect. We get a really big, maybe a big 3-day candle here that just jumps up and out of here and takes this top, and then it wicks in 3 days really fast, and we have a dumpy October. Into the election. Shoot, I mean, I who knows? It could dump so fast and hard between now and the election, or just after the election, and find some support and go, or come. But so that's a really bearish count. That's a very bearish count, and I'm not sure if that's it or not. I mean, that's the structure we're seeing or not, but it's a possibility for sure. So Sean says, my psychological read of the market is that it's kind of bored and numb to the large swings. And I wouldn't use the word complacent. That's a good word, though. I like it. But it's more of a desensitized market. But also it could be a grand super cycle. Yeah. Yeah. Good comment, man. Just great. It's right on point right there. What I think there are a lot of bullish guys out there still. I mean, they're just so bullish that all they can see is that this is going up to 100K and it's going up now. And they're going to say, and they're the ETFs, they're the ETF people. Oh, ETF. ETF, ETF. All they can see is ETF, and all they can say is ETF. But I think there is room for another hit to the low. Okay, maybe it. And they need to take a bunch of people out. They need to screw people over out of their Bitcoin. It's a process, guys, of taking your money. Okay. Listen, let me tell you something. They know how to take your. When I say they, I mean the big banks, the people running the Bitcoin market. Okay, there is one bank that runs over 65% of the Bitcoin market making entities. Okay, one bank controls 65% of the market making of the Bitcoin market. That's crazy. That means one bank controls where Bitcoin goes. Okay. They're the market making and they control, so they know where the traders have their money and they know how to take the most money from you. Okay, so you have to be able to analyze what they're doing on the small time frames in order to build a bigger picture of what they're doing on the larger time frames. But they are creating a scenario right now where this can go up or down, and they will work both sides of that count, guys. They will work both sides of that. They will give the bulls their time. Okay, they'll give the bulls a look like this is going up, 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 and the bulls will get excited and they will jump on board or add to their positions, right? And then they will dump it and they'll give the bears their time, boom, and then they'll take it back, So the market will go up like the bulls expected, but they're going to get taken out first. All that liquidity down here is going to get taken out before it goes up. Now, this thing has been going up, up, up without any real retracing of the market, guys. I think there's a high likelihood that this liquidity down here, the liquidity that's below this area needs to get hit before we take price to the upside. I believe that we probably need this kind of move in price before we get that kind of move. I know there's a bunch of people looking for this kind of move. I don't think it's coming right yet. So that bullish idea that I shared at the top of the video, that's not my first take. That's not the way market makers generally move. Though they could, I'm just saying, over the next, we could get a 3-day, I'm not, what I believe is going to happen, what I think is most likely, and what will happen are two different things, guys. Could be. I might be right, I might be wrong. I'm here to give my opinion and talk about it, but it doesn't mean I'm right. So please don't trade. Because again, I shared with you the bullish analysis and the bullish sentiment that I'm seeing in the chart right now. This thing could take off over the next several, boom. We could just start seeing some 3-day candles that go and keep going. Get some kind of a pullback here, and then boom, there it is. There's 130K. No problem. By the first of next year, by the first quarter of next year. There it is. So that's possible. But you have to realize that they can make the chart look like that's where it's going, boom, and then take you out. And dump this thing so hard and so fast and take so many guys out. So you have to be ready for all scenarios. You have to be ready for these scenarios. Okay? You have to have stops in place, and you have to have plans for those contingencies. You can't just get complacent, as Sean talked about. It's the way, Sean, I don't think it's complacency. I just think it's the way the market moves. What's up, Crypto Brandon? Good to see you, buddy. And definitely true that. True that for sure. What I just said is possible. It's on the table this is a common wave structure right there. See it right there. There it is. There it is on the smaller version of it. Okay. There's your flat right there, and that structure is all over the chart. It's all over, okay? So, just know that. Okay, guys, there it is. There's the bullish scenario, there's the bear scenario, and everything in between. Let's take a peek at, just do some correlation analysis now, guys. Let's look at Ethereum, just do a little view of that. Let's deep dive into XRP a little bit. my buddy Brandon's here, and he loves XRP and believes in it. And so let's look at that and see if that's looking bullish or bearish or something in between, what that might do for far as wave structure. Let's look at the DXY. Let's look at gold and silver. Just kind of get an overview of the market. And guys, right now, I'll go ahead and take some requests. Go ahead and put your requests in. If there's something you want me to look at, I'll give a quick look at it and pull that chart up, and then we'll finish the Sunday Night charts, with some requests. Okay, so I'll go ahead and take those requests now while I'm doing the analysis on the correlation analysis now. Okay, all right. So Ethereum, let's just zoom out here to 3-day, kind of look at the chart. Okay, so looking at Ethereum, I could see this playing out in a couple of ways, but just looking at it, guys. I mean, just looking at it. I mean, it looks like what it needs to do is this right here. Okay, and then all of a sudden you've got this kind of 5 wavishness to it. It looks like it just needs to go up and out. So I'm honest when I say that the charts right now have a certain bullishness to it. Okay, that is very interesting. And so just looking, if I were to draw the rest of this thing, I would probably draw something like that. Maybe not quite like that. Let's see if I can draw it. Something like something to that effect, where it starts pumping up and out of here. So this looks very 3-wave-ish. It may or may not be finished, so I'm not sure. This could like flag out for a what do you call it, a triangle, and then go hit the low, and then pump up and out of here. A, B, C, boom, then up and out of here. And this triangle is the 4th wave of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. We have support here. Right here, real support is in this zone right here. Let me tighten it up right in here. What price is that? Let me put a price tag on it. Where's my price tag? Right there. Boom. Zoom it down just a little bit. Right, yeah. 15, 16, 17K in that range. If it finds support on this line, $2,000. But I don't like 2,000 as support, personally. I mean, it could be. It's not bad. It's not horrible support, but I really like the awesome price support of Ethereum is right down here. That's where this real solid support is. Top of this wave, bottom of this wave, right in here, about $1,100. Okay, now the problem with this area down here, if price gets down here, it's pulling back, it's coming down here. Okay, so we really want this trend line to hold. Okay, we really want that trend line to hold. Now, other structure that I can see happening here is this hitting the low and then coming back up in 3 waves and then coming down. So we get a bit of a bounce. It's kind of a larger bounce. Takes a while, takes a year to play out. Looks bullish, and then it just dives. Okay, so that's another structure. That's another scenario I see potentially on the high. Just looking at the wave structure in general. This very much is possible as well, where you have this is just 3 waves, and this may come up here for a 3rd wave, boom, 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 and then just roll over and come down. What you're going to want to watch is this trend line right here, because when that breaks, Ethereum's is going to dump. Okay, when this breaks, it'll pull back and then dump. I don't know where it's going to dump to, but more than likely take this low out. If we pull the fibs on this bearishly, the 1-to-1 extension is $200. Notice that's all the way back down to the original price area of Ethereum. And if this is a crap coin, it's gonna. I mean, if all of crypto is just nothing but crap coins, they're all going down to original support. Just look at crap coins, okay? Just look at them. They pump, and then they dump, and they come all the way back down, and all they do is play around on its original bottom. That's it. That's all they do. This is what crap coins do. It's basically boom, and then boom, and then it plays around. You get little pumps and dumps. And that's it. It just plays around on those bottoms. Okay? So, that said, I'm not sure what this structure is. Small time frame. I wish I hadn't closed my long. I closed my long. I was long all weekend. I was long from this area, right in here. And then I waded through all this crap, and then I finally took my profit right in here. And I wish I hadn't, because it would have doubled my trade. I was looking to hold it, but I took my damn profit. So that's I always recommend people to do that. Take your profit, dang it! Take your stinking profit. I think this is coming up a bit higher. I would imagine. I was just looking for some kind of a three-way pullback that I could enter in. Again, I'm just not getting it. So I imagine price is going to make it. I mean, price is going to the 50 first. Eventually. Now, again, I'm looking for a wave structure. Boom. That I can get in on if it's going to give me a wave structure. It may not give me a wave structure, but I'm looking for some kind of wave structure I can get in on. Smaller time frame. Take a long, but I imagine the 50. If not, see you could get some kind of a big pullback and then the 618 retrace. So this could just be some kind of a three-wave move back to the 618. Retracing that move, and then we get another move down. That's what Ethereum could do on the small time frame. So it's just, it all depends on what this is. It also could be a larger correction, where here you have basically this could be a flat B, C, boom. There's a possibility you get a bit of a dump tonight into tomorrow, and then we pump back up, and all of a sudden you got a three-wave shape, boom, back to the 618 where we then dump. So that's not a bad idea there, for Ethereum. Right now, tonight's price action get everybody a little bullish. Everybody's, here we go, we're going up. Then they dump it on you, take you out, then they take it up. Remember this scenario, I say it all the time, but I'm going to say it again. I might have already said it tonight. The price will go where you expect it to go, just not in the way you expect it. Okay? That's why you have to learn to find low-risk areas to enter into trades. Okay? Low-risk areas to enter into trades. Okay? So, if I were guessing price action here, based on the RSI that I'm seeing on the hourly here, and this divergence that I'm seeing here, I would not be surprised to see a dump here that's becoming a three-wave shape, and then they go up and hit the high one more time. That is something I would not be surprised seeing. And shoot, that's something that's tradable, and that's something that's it's a possible idea there, and you can make some money on the way down, you can make some money on the way up, and then short that sucker for a bigger short. Now that may take a lot longer to develop than I've drawn it. It could take into next week. They could drag this thing out. I don't know what they're going to do, but anyway, there's just a trade idea for you for Ethereum. What we're seeing right now could be very, very bullish. This starts pumping up and out of here, starts breaking that trend line. There you go, man. That's going to get real bullish. I would have the retrace fibs on here, and I'd be watching that thing. I'd be watching that sucker. I'd be watching the 618 for a pullback. You hit the 618, get a three-wave pullback. If it gives me three waves and starts going, I'm really considering taking that long on a three-wave pullback. Maybe, unless it keeps rocking, you gotta have a plan for a stop, and the easy stop in that scenario would be a break of this trend line right here. So you get a three-wave pullback back to close to that trend line. Boom. Take a trade, put a stop underneath that trend line. Boom. That's a nice way to trade it. So there you go. There's some trade ideas for Ethereum. But just looking at the higher time frame on Ethereum, it's anybody's guess. This has a certain bullishness to it. There's no doubt about it. However, just take a peek at this wave structure here. This looks very three-wave-ish right there. That looks very three-wave-ish. That means this is the daily chart. That means this is looking. That's what I just drew. This could be heading down. This could be some kind of weirdly shaped three-wave move. Okay, and this is the beginning of deep down. This also could be a triangle. There's a triangular shape here that you can also pay attention to. Okay. So we need to see three waves develop here, but there is a triangular idea here. A, B, C, D. Looking for E to finish. Then we'd expect to see a rejection. We'd expect to see a rejection after that. Boom. And that triangle would mark an X wave. It would mark. It could mark an X wave. You could have a W. The triangle could be an X, and then you get a Y wave. Oh man, that would be a three wave from hell right there. Boom. So there you go. There's a possibility. So that's a bearish look. Bullish is obvious. The bullish idea is you got a 1, you got a 2. There's a 1, there's a 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. We're getting ready to rock up and out of here. All right. Let's check out XRP, do a little work on that. How we doing in the chat? All right, let's check out XRP. Let's go to the 3-day chart and see if we can make sense of it. I can't stand on this MEXC. I can't stand the that wick. Let me find XRP on. There's Coinbase now. That's no good. Binance. There we go. All right. So I hate this wave structure. I really do. But I'll tell you what's happening right now, Brandon. This is potentially a fractal. Maybe you might do some looking into this area. This could play around here. Up, down, up, down. All right. You have a real three-wavishness here. That's really, it looks like I finished 3 waves. The problem is this doesn't look like 5 waves. That also looks like 3 waves. 3, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's ugly, it's trashy, but that looks like 3. Question is that an A wave? If that's A, there's your B wave. Or W and X, and now we're looking for Y. So this has got to finish in here. Then we pump up and out of here, and then we dump. So boom, boom, dump. And we go to -4. let me see if I can draw that a little better here. Hold on. I don't like that. I don't like that look at all. What if this just goes boom, 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 up and out of there? Hey, maybe we're ready to pump. I mean, it's possible. Certainly possible. If Bitcoin pumps and XRP pumps, we might get some kind of pump. I don't know. Let's draw this trend line. I mean, you got an argument here. I mean, look at that. You got an argument. We're starting to break out. Starting to break out. We got the breakout. We got the retest. We're starting to try to keep going. That's not bad. I'll tell you, I mean, I keep saying it, the charts look bullish. There's a certain bullishness that you're like, oh, this is looking really potentially bullish. But that's when my spidey senses come out and say, watch out, be careful. But yeah, there's a certain bullishness here, guys. I mean, certainly. But it's up or down. But this wave structure is trashy. Let's look at it on the 4-hour. Oh, that wave structure is so trashy, but this looks bullish to me. I see a short potentially here. So what I want to see, this wave finish. Okay. So small time frame. This right here. That looks up to me. Up would be the direction I would expect. Okay, so this is what I see. I see this up. I see 3-wave pullback. Now I see this up again, and now I'm looking at this as 3 waves, and let's go up again. Okay, so then let's go up for another wave. Now, what that wave does and how it goes up, I'm not sure. But smaller time frame, 30-minute. Let's, what is this doing? This looks three-wave-ish at the moment, but now we're breaking up and out. Okay, so is that a fake out, or is that, or was this the fake out as a three-wave, and it was looking like it was going to go down again, but then really we're just pumping up and out of here, or yeah, it's really ugly. Man, I don't like it. I liked this as a three-wave shape. It looked very three-wave-ish. Now let's go down. Maybe it was too obvious or something. I'm not sure. Or this is just a little fake out and they just take it down. Boom. It's just ugly. It's just, so maybe they pumped us up and out of here. Maybe it's a double correction. And then it's out down here. One more wave. One more wave down. So what I would like to see, in an ideal Elliott world, is let's see this as an A, a B. Let's see the C finish. I want to see the C finish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then let's pump up the jams. That's an idea wave structure scenario. So I kind of like that. So what I'd watch for that is this is an easy trade. If it trades short, it's an easy short. If that breaks that trend line to the downside, that's a beautiful trade setup. So if you get a break at this thing, boom, some kind of three-way pullback, that would be fantastic. And then you take the short. That would be in an ideal world, okay? So you don't always get that. In fact, let's just look at the previous time. Here, you had a break here, okay? You had a break, but you didn't get the three-way pullback that stopped and continued. What you got was it was a fake to the downside and then boom, one up. So, watch out for things like that. But that's certainly, something to watch. And a lot of times Bitcoin XRP seems to give you that kind of stuff. You get this dump and then boom, up you go. So this wave could be finished, but ideally I'd like to see it hit the low once more. That's an ideal world for me. So there you go. There's XRP. What are you thinking, Brandon? What do you think, buddy? Diag? I don't like it as a diag. I would not look at this as a diag. Zooming out, looking at all-time trend line. Yeah. There you go. There's your support line. All right, Chemo's here, so we got to start over, guys. Good to see you, buddy. Glad you're here. All right. Seth's around, or he was around earlier, so I haven't heard him chime in lately. All right. Yeah, let's look at TIA. I know that Brandon wanted to look at that as well. Was that the one you asked me to do earlier, Brandon? Are you still here, buddy? You chimed in. Was it TIA? Okay, let's look at TIA. TIA, USDT. All right. 4-hour chart. Yeah, that has a real bullishness to it for sure, no doubt. You know, you've got this higher low being made, being developed. It looks like it could do this, right? It looks super bullish, right? So what you want to do, I mean, 4-hour chart, is we have a break here. We have a break in structure here. We've broken. We are retesting. This could turn into 3 waves. Okay, boom, boom, and it could come take the low out. So we could be getting a little wave like that. That's possible, or this could just come without taking this low out, retest this thing, and then go. Okay, so it could play around like that, or this gets bullish now, and we get a pump. So take a peek at Ethereum here. I took a little teeny short here. Little scalpy thing. I want to see what it turns into. I was hoping to get some kind of 3 wave before up. We'll see. Get some hidden bullish divergence. Let this come down. We got regular divergence here. Boom. Let this come down. Create some hidden bull, and then go up and take the top out again. That's Ethereum. Sorry, guys. I just wanted to take a peek at that. All right. Yeah, you know, this isn't definitively bullish, but it certainly has a certain bullishness to it. Just looking at it. This is a new coin. Yeah, RSI looks, I mean, it's finding support here on RSI and giving a little turn. So let's see if this momentum, you know, finds some support here and goes up on the daily. So yeah, I mean, that's possible. So to make an argument here as far as for bullishness, I don't have a nice clear structure here, so I don't like the shape of this. It looks unfinished to me. So I would guess there's more down coming, but I wonder if we're going to get a bit of a pump here, and then another low. Okay, something like that. Oh, Ethereum. You're too bullish tonight. All right. So, I mean, TIA, I mean, I don't know, guys. What are you trading it on? What time frame are you trading it on? Brandon's on the 1 hour. Yeah, you need a 1 hour pullback, Brandon, before you take an entry. So you would need to see 3 waves, a clear 3 waves on the hourly chart, and then continue to break out, to take the next long to the upside. Just looking at this wave structure, though, it looks decent. Watch out for something like this, though. I don't know how I don't know how TIA likes to move, but watch out for something like this. Take that low out and then up. But I would be looking for a pull at this point. Set pullback right there. See that? I'd be looking for something like that before I entered. On the hourly, see that wave right there? See that wave right there? So you can kind of see what's going on here. That's the way it likes to move. It looks fairly bullish here for now, but it's going to get up to where it's going to come back down. That's your real entry right there. If you can be patient for that section and then it breaks back up, that's your real long there. So it's hard to get in the wave right now without a pullback. Well, the trade didn't work out for Ethereum, guys. Didn't like it. I was hoping we would get just a 3 wave here, something like that. Than that. That's what I was hoping we were going to get. So yeah, I would look at this wave for help in how this could go up, and I would basically just draw your trend lines. And when you get a break of the trend lines, then then you're bearish. So use this use your diagonal trend lines. For your trading bias on the hourly. If you're trading on the weekly chart, there ain't nothing here to trade. You have a potential breakout here on the weekly. So you got a potential breakout here. And it's retested. So yeah, you have an entry. You have a trade entry here for sure on the weekly with a stop. I would use close below this trend line here as a potential, a weekly close below that trend line as a stop potentially. It's not a great stop because of the structure. I'd probably it's not bad. That's not a bad stop, really. You got a 5-wave move, you got a 3-wave pullback. This could get going. This could go. So if that holds, that's great. But if that low gets taken out, no good. No good. Because this could be a 3-wave move, and now we're getting 3-wave pullback and continuation down. I don't know which. All right. Let's take a peek at ADA for a moment. Haven't looked at ADA in a minute. She's pumping pretty good. So, you know, this wave structure here looks like a three-wave. Looks like three waves. Let me get my pin colors black. I don't know why this chart is white. I don't feel like messing with it right now. Three waves. It's got a definite three-wave look to it. This looks like five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks finished. This looks like a 1, 2, 3, a 4, a triangle. And a 5. That looks like the end of something right there. Right here. That looks like the end of something. And this looks like the beginning of something complex. Pullback. Before death. Could this be a three-wave pullback? 3, 3, 5, then go. That's a bullish look. So you get a little bit of a dump here. One more hit to the low. Boom. Take this low out and then go. And that would be 1 and a really big 2. Really ugly, really hard wave 2. Let me zoom out to the 3-day. What I don't like is the wave structure of this wave to the downside. I don't like it. It doesn't give me a nice three-wave shape at all. But, you know, what it is giving me is a fractal of this wave right here. It's kind of a fractal. So we play around down here and then start working our way up. There's a certain bullishness to it, though. There is. You can see a break. We got a break to the upside. It's playing around, but there's a certain bullishness here that you have to pay attention to, that you have to consider. All right, let's check out the S&P and the NASDAQ. And then gold and silver, and we'll close with the DXY maybe. S&P still looking bullish, guys. Still looking bullish. Keeps making higher highs and higher lows. Still pushing up. I think S&P could get a little parabolic on us here, coming into the election. Or after the election, who knows? NASDAQ struggling to be as bullish as the S&P is doing, but they both are still bullish yet. They're not showing signs of stopping yet. I'm not seeing evidence for a top quite yet, though. You know, I would love to see some kind of a blow off top here. But this wave, she's looking like she's in the last stages of this wave, which means it could get parabolic on you. Could get parabolic on you. So watch out for that. Silver, still bullish in silver, guys. We had a really, really nice three-wave pullback, and now we're going again. We're going again. Okay, we had a 1 and a 2, and now here we go. Let's keep going. Wave 3. I mean, guys, if that's a 1-2, there's no problem. $85 to $100 is no problem. No, I mean it's absolutely, that's cheap. So that's in the cards. $100 silver is in the cards, certainly. Okay. Let's see, where was I? Where's gold? Looking at gold. Due for a pullback. Due for a little pullback here. Wouldn't mind to see a bit of a 3-wave pullback, but gold's going, guys. I mean, gold is moving. Gold is going to keep going. It's not done. This is not finished. But due for a bit of a correction, something like this, to reset the RSI. We got some divergence. Wouldn't mind seeing a bit of a pullback like that. Then we can take it up again. And then she'd be ready to go up again. So yeah, wouldn't mind to see a pullback in gold. But we're bullish. So let's take a peek at the DXY here. Let's reload the chart. There it is. Best I can tell, guys, we got a flat working, maybe. See, I'm looking at that as 3 waves. This could be 3, could go up here and then down, maybe. So there's a flat for you, and then down. That means we could see a pump coming into the first quarter of next year. That's a bullish look. Bearish look is that this is just a little flat pullback here. It's going to continue down. Dollar's going to continue to dive here. So watch out for something like that as well. This could be a 1-2, 1-2. This could be just getting ready to tank. So I wouldn't be surprised to see something like that. Dollar might be diving here for a little while. All right, guys. Love you. It's good to see you. Buy gold, buy silver, guys. They're going. I'm telling you. But anyway, be safe, and we're going to call it a night. It's been an hour and a half, and yeah, good to see you. Seth, good to see you, buddy. Chemo, check out Kemosabi's channel, and come on into the Discord if you need a place to be. You need a community to be with. We'd love to have you. That said, let's have a great night. Watch out, up or down. Here we go. Take it easy, guys. Bye.